Like for me, one second, let me get talking. Oh. Oh man, got attacked. I got attacked. Happy Saturday, Rick. We're still alive. That's going to be our victory Saturday celebration, and we're still alive. The haters ain't took being alive from us yet. Get a RO, something. Stink too. Kelly, I stink. Everyone else does. I'm proud to say in my life, I have never once, ever, not even came close to calling the police on anybody for anything, or never will. Like, what's up, Kelly? Yeah, man, my clothes are dirty. Been been roughing it for far too long. Just hit me all at once. Been living rough. I've been living rough. I've been living rough. And I woke up. I went to sleep. I went to sleep. I woke up after I went to sleep. And my clothes smelled like just stink. Not like it's hard to describe. Like I've been fucking too many bitches and didn't change my clothes enough. Yeah, you know what I mean? Been wearing the same clothes like I don't even keep track of this shit. Got no closet. You got a closet. You know, find a lighter. I don't have a lighter right now. Sitting outside on the back porch, using someone's Wi-Fi, trying to borrow a lighter. Oh, we had a fiasco unfold, Kelly. It was of my, I caused everything. Caused everything. Caused everything. So I caused Maggie to attack me. Fucking psycho bitch. That's the second time in life she's done that. I gotta give her credit though. Maggie, Maggie is the only bitch that will she will fight you. Crazy ass bitch. Fucking Looney Tunes. Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear and see me? Can you see and hear me clearly? Huh? Can you clearly hear and see me? Live on your TV. Hey, you'll never see me run to the internet police. Kelly, these little folks, this right here is monumental. Jennifer Harris, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Hi, Jennifer. Hope everyone's having a good, good summary or conclusion to the summer. It's 95 degrees here. What's up? Uh, I'm 45. What's up, Jennifer? What's up, Kelly? What's up, Rich? What's up, chat? What happened and why did it happen? It happened. But what happened is you didn't see me yesterday, I don't believe, last night. Didn't get a chance to stream because of my hectic, uh, unstable, unsustainable, unmaintainable, and unstill. It's unbrainable. It's unbrainable how I survived so long. And one of my friends who doesn't watch the show currently, I hope they come back, but they may not. They said they will. I'll probably never have a rock bottom because there's all these people there that uh, not unrelated to streaming, just in life. I'm always going to be able to go out and meet people that will let me kick it at least in the beginning, so we don't get along, you know. So a lot of people out there I meet, a friend, usually they're fast friendships. Anyway, I met this chick Maggie about what has it been? It's been almost a year. I know. She ain't never been on the stream. I've stayed at her place a couple of times. I mean, I've stayed over. I've stayed with her many times, but I've spent like a couple of chunks of time hanging out at her house. So the two times I pretty much quit streaming because I don't have, I don't have the means to stream. And Maggie, she has her shit taken care of because she has a rich family. Uh, I've shown a clip of her on my. I think I showed a clip on my channel. I'm not sure. Anyways, Maggie is a female player, right? Never been my girlfriend. The reason I quit fucking with Maggie the first time is because a different one of her male friends. I was staying at her crib, and I had put some of my stuff over there. And this other male friend of hers, I'll just leave him nameless. I ain't gonna say his name. Had come to her house, unbeknownst to her or I, and I had some weed. It was a nice amount of weed. It was like a quarter pound of weed. Well, this other dude that she fucks with comes to her house whenever we ain't there, and he took my weed because after the fact, later on, he told me that he thought it was Maggie's weed. That's why he took it, like just like it was his. You know what I mean? So he come to Maggie's house when she's not there, took this weed that was mine, and then he ended up giving it back to her like in the days following, like 3 or 4 days later. But that shit pissed me the fuck off. Maggie was more or less like told me like, well, she said do something about it or leave me alone. It wasn't her fault basically. And I'm like, bitch, he came to your house and took my shit. He said, he took it thinking it was yours. It ain't about whose fault it is. It's about the fact that my weed got stolen. And yeah, then I got pissed at her. We had a bit. That's like when that happened. That made me disrespect her. Like just kind of be like a shithead, right? And so uh, the next day after that happened, I came back to her house because I left. I came back the next day, and she fucking, she don't take no shit. She thinks she's like, the gangster for all intents and purposes. This bitch started tripping with me because I had an attitude about my weed getting stolen. One thing led to another. Next thing I know, Maggie's like attacking me in the parking lot. She hit me with one shoe, bam, upside the head, and I'm like, what the fuck? You just hit me with the shoe before I could even process or react. Bam, she hit me with the second shoe. I was forced to escape and evade. I'm fucking weed now, man. Getting irritated. The weed went out, man. Anyways, am I still alive? Mm. Let me get fired one more time. That was the first time. I'm right on back. She hit you with her shoe, and she Hispanic. Dude, so she fucking, so the problem was I was wearing a pair of her shoes. It's funny that we go all the way back to shoes. Maggie is a fucking monster about shoes, bro. So I would, like, the first time she got my weed, her friend stole my weed. So when I left, I was wearing her shoes, right? I come back the next day, Maggie trips out because I got her shoes, starts trying to fight me. The reason she hit me with the shoes is because she had came out of her apartment after I was like, I said, man, I cussed her out and like walked out of her apartment, came into the parking lot. She came following me out into the parking lot with a pair of shoes, one in each hand. I turned around thinking she was going to give me these shoes so I could like take hers off and whatever. When I turned around, she bapped me with the shoe, bapped me with the second shoe. Next thing I know, this she's attacking. She's like, she's trying to swing and everything. Luckily, I was able to dodge those multiple punches. Anyways, Maggie, we didn't fuck with each other for a minute. Obviously, after that, I'm like, man, this bitch is retarded. Letting people steal from me, get mad at me for fucking wearing her shoes whenever. It's like it was just stupid. Man, you fast forward like 4 or 5 months. I knock 100 holes in between. I'm seeing Maggie all the time because I'll be out there at the same apartments fucking other bitches. We end up becoming cool again. I've been kicking it over there for a little bit off and on for over the last like month or so. There's another chick that I hang out with out there. The one where all the crazy people were sitting around. You can hear the voices in the background of the condo. That's a different setting. That's not Maggie's. I've never went live inside Maggie's because Maggie don't have the internet, and my cell phone don't work inside her building. All right, but anyways, story number one is first time one of Maggie's other dudes comes to her house and steals my weed. After the fact, later on, he said he thought it was Maggie's weed, blah blah blah. He gave the weed back to Maggie like a week later. It was like no harm, no foul, right? I'm over here kicking it with Maggie again, and I see a pair of men's sneakers that I had never seen before that were fly as fuck. I can't take that away from them. I see a pair of sneakers, Kelly, and I have one of the shoes to show you for demonstration. All right, man, Maggie's kicking it. I've been there a couple of days. She, she is my unofficial bitch for the moment. I see these shoes, and I'm like, damn, what the fuck? What is it? What are these? What are those? I'm like, what the hell are these? They're dude shoes. They're clearly not Maggie's shoes. They're not her size. Look, Versace, 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 Versace. All right. Now this shit got destroyed in a fight with Maggie. Hold on, wait for it. All right, look. Kelly, you know what these are? Look, have you ever seen these? Okay. Versace. I got one of them. Okay, great. Some other Pato shoes is under my chica's bed. This nigga is, for one, he's black. For two, he's extremely dangerous. And for three, so high dangerous that he's not black. And you know, Maggie is a gangster. Maggie only fucks with gangsters. I see these dudes. I didn't even know what they was at the time. I just knew they looked fucking cool. They looked crazy. They weren't like no shoes I had seen. I go over there and I look at them. They're Versace. I've heard this name. I heard this name, Versace shoes. Kelly, I'm looking at these shoes. I don't know who they are yet. I look them up online. $995 shoes. I look at Versace shoes up, and I'm thinking, who is this? Who the fuck is this? At my bitch's crib. Why is this shoes? why is this? Why is this shoes underneath my bitch's bed? I'm not a possessive dude, but you know when I'm there, that's mine. $1,000 Versace shoes, right? I'm thinking, damn, okay, that's tight. Maggie doesn't want to tell me whose shoes they are. I was like, Maggie, whose shoes are these? She don't want to tell me whose shoes they are. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? You know, Maggie weepy sometimes. She might not even know I figured. Wouldn't fate have it that I go out into the courtyard or whatever, into the parking lot area, and I see this. I want to say his name because so it's Maggie is fucking with a black dude named Marco. That's the dude's name. That's the dude's name. So when I just seen these Versace shoes underneath Maggie's bed, Maggie won't tell me the shoes they are. I kind of like just, I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm just she's fucking with shoes. I mean, at least you got money. Marco don't got no money. Marco is scary. He's about the worst of the worst. Oh, blunt advisor, I got attacked. Oh, I got scratched in the face, fucking with this bitch. So anyway, I go out there. I see this nigga Marco. I'm gonna start talking to him. You know, blah blah blah. Yeah, oh, you over there fucking with Maggie? And I was like, yep, yep. I was like, yeah, bro, you ain't gonna believe what I just found over there. And he's like, what's up? What'd you find? What's up? I said, I just found these $1,000 Versace shoes. Yeah, I say, I just found these $1,000 Versace shoes. $1,000 Versace shoes. Look, $1,000 Versace shoes, nigga. All right. I said, look, I just found $1,000 Versace shoes. And he looks at me and says, he says, those are mine. He said, those are mine. I said, oh yeah, those are mine. And I was like, you know, I just played it off. Like, didn't even say nothing. I'm thinking like, there's a million things. I was instantly mad. So I'm like, what do you mean? They're yours? Yeah, you talking about they're black with red laces, blah, blah, blah. He described the shoes. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, those bitches are tight. He's like, yeah, I left them over there. He said he left them over there whenever ago. I've only been over there back in Maggie for a few days. So before I got there, while I was there, who knows? But he says those are his shoes. And like I said, I played it off. But you know, immediately, I know for a fact. As soon as he said that they were his, I said, "Oh, I'm taking those." I knew it immediately. I knew it immediately. As soon as it was a ladybug. As soon as he said they were his, I knew immediately I'm taking them. I said, "I'm taking those." So I fucking a little more chit chat, and then I bail back to Maggie's Maggie's condo with her damn with the mission. What's up, Jody? Or Jay? Excuse me. What's up, Jay? I go back to Maggie's crib. I go in to where the shoes were like 20 minutes ago. The shoes is gone. Maggie done moved the shoes. They're hidden. I don't know where the fuck the shoes are. I can't find them. I'm looking around for the shoes. I can't find them nowhere. Maggie don't know that now. I know that them is Marco's shoes. So Maggie is like probably figured I would find out. She don't went and hid the damn shoes. That's essentially what happened. So she hid the shoes, and then I'm like, bitch, you got me fucked up. I'm thinking, where are these shoes at? Where you put the shoes at? Because she's even though she don't know that I know that they're Marco shoes. Now I'm getting irritated. She probably think I'm getting irritated because she hid the shoes that she probably figured I would want. That's a beat. Don't come fucking with no bitch that I'm fucking with. Leave your shit around there because if I like it, I'm taking it and wearing it in your face at your house. So don't leave your shit at one of these bitches' cribs. Think that there ain't a motherfucker like me that ain't gonna see the shit and re-rock it. They make it their own. So anyway, Maggie done hit the shoes. I know that the nigga Marco shoes. We did it. They stole weed one time that was mine at front because it was at Maggie's house, and that was all drab anyway. Like, he was hitting the leg. He was just stealing somebody's weed. Whenever I got so mad and overreacted to that first situation, that's why me and Maggie had a fight. He had to bring back the weed and say that he only took it because he thought it was Maggie. It was something. So anyway, I go back to get these shoes. Maggie is hitting them, and Maggie is not trying to tell me where the shoes are. Maggie won't give me the shoes, and I'm like, I told her, and I'm like, what? I was like, Maggie, what you guys like this for? What? But whose shoes are they? I already know whose shoes they are. The nigga just told me like, told me they were his. He's a lot of things, but he's not gonna lie, especially not to me for no reason. Maggie won't give me the shoes. I forget what I picked. I grabbed something else, and. But Maggie got all kinds of fucking weird. Maggie got all kinds of weird shit. Man, this bitch Maggie got Versace dresses. Okay, this bitch has money. And it's unfair. Her family has money. She got the whole paid for condo, $300,000 condo. We paid for it. I don't give a fuck about your opinion, bitch. Yeah, the rest kind of you can surmise what happened. But I found the shoes. Okay, I found the shoes. It ain't that big of a fucking condo. You got like 5 rooms in this bitch. You got a bathroom, a kitchen, a bedroom, a living room. What else is there? You might only got 4 rooms. Excuse me. So, anyways, I find the shoes. This bitch is attacking me the whole time. I'm like, man, I'm like over my shoulder to hitting me in the back of the head. I got scrapes all on the back of my head. But I got the shoes, and then Maggie goes fucking. I would never have expected this. I got the shoes right. I'm like, bitch, get out of here. Like, fucking get away from me. I'm taking these. They ain't yours. I'm like, they ain't yours. You know how she making it seem like I'm stealing. I'm like, they're not yours. Bitch, these are not yours. As he said, she got a very foul mouth, much like myself. So she's like screaming, she's like screaming a bunch of shit. Like she's like behind me, screaming in my ear the whole time. Cause I mean, it ain't even. I got the shoes. I'm taking the shoes. I'm walking away. Ain't nothing even happening. She's screaming in my what's it, screaming in my face. And she said something that I would. It was 11:11. Let's go, baby. I wish for a wonderful life. for everybody that can hear my voice right now. I hope that you get all the things that you desire and that your journey is amazing. Yeah, so like man, I find the shoes, I snatch them up off the floor. I'm walking away. Maggie's spitting a whole bunch of shit on me, bitches and hoes and pussy and whatever, just the regular shit. But then she says something, and it makes me mad. Just I can't stand when people say shit that uh, I don't know. She said something about she said something about somebody else. I ain't gonna lie. He said something. He said something about a family member, a family member. All right. And so when she said that, the kinetic energy flipped, the environment changed. I was almost, uh, what you would call it? I was almost like possessed, but I didn't do nothing to it. I didn't do nothing to it. She said some stupid whatever, and so I turned around and I looked at her and said, "What the fuck did you just say?" And then I did it so fast, and suddenly she was surprised. Turned around and was like, "What the fuck she just saying?" We're like face to face, and she went from being like she was she went from being mad to being like almost like a worried look, like scared about what she had just said. Like she didn't even realize whatever she had just said. She probably didn't even think I don't know. She was just rambling or something, or not rambling, but she didn't think I was paying attention. I don't know because she'd been talking shit for a good like 20 seconds. Blah 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 blah. I turned around and said, "What the fuck did you just say?" She was like, she got scared for a second, and then it was like that fight or flight shit. It was like fight or flight. I turned around and said, "What'd you just say?" She got scared, and then like a damn cat, like an actual cat, she jumped back, and at the same time looked out like this, with like a female Wolverine. She jumped back, flipped out her hand like that, and offensive strike, and that's where the scratch on my face came from. Scratch me right here, way up here. All figures. Sorry, grab my face. It that would have been all fun and gravy. I wouldn't even have. I wouldn't even have tripped too much if you just scratched my face. Look, she scratched my face. Listen, she scratched my face, and then she snatched the fucking shoes out of my hands before I even could process what had just happened. I had both these Versace shoes in my hands, and she made me break this one. The other one, I haven't seen the condition of. Marco stole these from somewhere. Man, you didn't buy these shoes. You can't even buy these shoes in Oklahoma. She fucking, I'm holding them by this thing. I was holding them like this. My fingers were in here. She made this thing right here break on this one. I haven't seen the condition of the other one. But she snatched the motherfuckers out of my hands with a fucking, such a ferocity, so, with such fierce fury. It fucking pissed me the fuck off. What's up, try me, bitch? It pissed me the fuck off. And that's the point of the story where I'm pausing. It, fucking, it made me mad. That girl said, oh, yeah. Look, she fucking jumps back, scratches the fuck out of my face, and then one like I have one shoe, I have both the shoes like that, where I have both the shoes on my left hand. She fucking jumps back, basically just steals on me, scratches me, scratching me right across the face, and then snatches the fucking shoes out of my hands. And that's where I'm gonna pause the story. How are we gonna make Maggie a live legend? Yep, she did a number that scratched up. I miss that too. Jane Doe, I love you. I love you, Jane Doe. Can I actually get back to that? I wonder. How do I get back to that? I think it is. You know what's crazy? Let me tell you. Let me tell you something, Dad. The other guy is the one that introduced me to Maggie. Can you believe that? Whoa, wait, now that now, whoa, hold on a second. That could be. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, I didn't put that together. Yeah, the other guy is a for lack of a better term, associate of mine. We have very adventurous engagements and whatever type of money making missions. And you know, he actually is the one that he took me over to Maggie's house. And, I mean, it might, it's hard to explain that. I guess I wouldn't be a client. He, honestly, he took me over to Maggie. And, like I was, I pretty much was like linked in with her immediately. They say they don't even fuck with each other. She Maggie is insatiable and voracious, and has a hunger for this and that cannot be satiated. That's crazy. I just now realized that. Though. Yeah, he's the one that introduced me to Maggie. Crazy ass bitch. Crazy ass bitch. Not crazy because she'll fight me, or any other person or nothing like that. No, she's crazy for real. She like she gets like possessed by other. She gets possessed by like alien like energies. Her whole face and mannerisms, and body language and everything changes and contorts and twists. Just Jen posted on Instagram that she had a baby shower. What is a baby shower? Damn, she can't keep her legs closed. Side note. But yeah, guys, that was what happened there. And then Nobuto, guys, I got a major announcement. I got a major announcement. All kind of straight, scratches and shit. Fucking rough. Major announcement. What was what that time? I didn't know. How would I know stuff like that? You gotta take the wind out of my sails. These are like, is that like illegal to come in here and tell me about that person? Aren't you guys like breaking the law? Breaking the law, breaking the law. I'm gonna end the stream now though, because I'm going to. Okie dokie. No, oh, what's up, mistress? Hold on one second, guys. I should do more streaming of these events, right? So in order to do so, thank you for the advice, by the way. In order to be able to film more, I would need high speed data, unlimited amount of data, get back on my feet. Guys, I started from the bottom. Now I'm back at the bottom. Stop insulting me. Stop insulting me. It's nice. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope everyone have a good afternoon. I love you all. Boston Kelly, baby mama, and my mom. Oh, I don't even think my mom is in here. But still, I love you all. Kelly, you come up to the chat. Gotta get out there in a second because wasn't even supposed to be sitting right here to that listening. Kelly, all you gotta do is buy me a ticket. I mean, all I gotta do is buy myself a ticket too, but you have better money management and money access. I have no money access. Could just start walking there. I walk in. I would have been to Boston 25 times by now. I walk enough around this place. Yeah. All right, guys. Oh, it's been my pleasure as always. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll be back live tonight. Uh, every night, 7 p.m. And there.